circles. You know what I mean? In Chinese martial arts, there's this form called Bagwazang. Not 100% sure if I'm completely, excuse my pronunciation. Bagwazang is a form of Tai Chi, and it kind of connects with Qigong, but mostly not. It's mostly, I don't know actually a whole lot about it, but I do know that the basic principle is walking, and part of it is how you walk. Like, you kind of brush your feet against your other foot as you're taking your next step forward, and as you do that, you point your toe outward, and then your next step you point your toe inward, and as you're doing this, you're kind of walking in a circle. And as you're walking in a circle, your hands make different motions, and there's different trigrams that you can make with your hands, and it's basically a palm style of martial arts. And there's 64 palms and all of that, and it's all part of the walking, and the walking is part of walking in different directions, because you're always averting and striking or dodging or whatever. It's actually really intricate and beautiful and extremely powerful. It's the only offensive form of Tai Chi that exists, and if you think about it, Tai Chi is very powerful, and so an offensive form of Tai Chi would be, you know, probably crazy powerful, right? If you imagine like a high level practitioner or whatever. I don't know, I haven't really looked into it in a long time. I used to kind of read. You can read, it's actually a book that explains how you do the martial art, and that's where the whole kata comes from. But anyways, it's basically walking in a circle, right? That's the main principle. And I feel like I've been running in circles, but those are good circles, right? It's a productive circle, a defensive, offensive, protective circle. It's meditation, it's Tai Chi, it's actually a good circle. The circles I've been running in are not meditative. It's not Tai Chi. You know, there's no... they're just not good circles, right? If you can imagine. I'm tired. Heading to work here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Just talking, I guess, right? It's a rant. But rant is kind of, I don't know, beginning of an idea. I was crying before I started this video, so, you know, I don't know, whatever that means, right? But anyways, I'm running in circles, tired, and I'm having these fights over communication, and I'm trying to be a better communicator, because I feel like communication is kind of like the biggest problem, one of the biggest problems I'm having, you know, especially with, you know, the people I love, the people that are closest to me, and my friends, family, stuff like that. I'm having really bad breakdowns in communication, and, you know, it feels like it's emotional and financial and all these other things, but it seems to keep boiling back down to communication. I'm trying to figure it out, and I think it, you know, yesterday it kind of culminated into this, yeah, just a lot, and so I'm just talking, I guess. I don't know. Part of the issue, I guess, that I've been having as well, I don't know. I think part of the communication is that I've been trying, I don't know, I feel like I'm talking sometimes to people, but I'm not getting, like, they're not listening. Nobody's listening, right? I'm like talking to myself. It seems like that with everyone, everywhere. And I feel like they feel the same way, like with me, right? Like sometimes, like I know that it's hard for me. I get a little bit excited, and so sometimes I will send lots of, like, a couple of text messages in a row, right? Instead of sending one big long ass message, which is also annoying. Like, both scenarios is like a lot, right? And I get that. It's like, okay, I don't want to read that. That's a lot, you know? Especially if it's a bunch of emotional shit, like dude's fucking mad, I know we're fighting, and so I'm not want to, you know. What if it's like, but for me, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just adding some context. I'm trying to speak within this context, and we're both inside of like in a different context or just completely out of it. So that's why I'm trying to act. But I know that that's a lot, and communication wise, I know that like even on my end, I wouldn't want to read that, right? So because I know he's not reading that, I'm not reading his either, and then we are just having a complete breakdown. We're both sending bubbles, you know, at each other that neither of us are fucking reading or caring about at all. So, you know, these discussions are going nowhere. This is my business partner and my brother. My mom's in the hospital. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of communication that needs to be happening. You know what I mean? This is my job site. And I think part of the communication, like something I always I keep telling, you know, my partner and sometimes I tell people is like, hey, well, you know, is this a fixing moment or a listening moment? Like, do you need me to hear and just need a voice and someone to hear you and then to empathize with you? I know, okay? And empathize with you and whatever and help you? Or do you need some advice, someone to talk to? You know what I mean? Because if you're coming home from work stressed the fuck out and mad about your boss or whatever, you know, not every moment is going to be help me figure out what to do about it tomorrow. It could just be, you know, listen to me vent for a minute, have an ear or whatever. And I was thinking about it, and part of it for me, I think, is that I just need to I always think that I just need to fix it. I never think that I just need to vent. I'm strong and masculine and stuff, and I don't need to talk about the emotional stuff and vent or whatever. But I also find myself needing to vent, but not having anyone to vent to because I've built this masculine shroud where I don't have anyone where I can vent like that, or you know what I mean? Like, and the type of people that I communicate with, or my family members, because of this shroud of masculinity that I've built, they don't want to, you know, they don't have that type of relationship with me. So that's awkward and uncomfortable, right? And so because of that, I never kind of move in the direction of just trying to vent, you know?